The Great Transition, from ANI to ASI, the last human invention. History is no longer being written by human hands.
Here are your prompts in
For
English,
thousands of years,
organized
the
in
progress
same
of our
cinematic
species was
narrative
defined by
flow,
the tools we
without
mastered:
numbers.
fire, the wheel, the steam engine, and the internet. But today, we stand at the edge of a transition so profound that it might be the last great challenge humanity ever faces. We are moving from a world managed by humans to a world designed by an intelligence that far surpasses our own. This is the journey from artificial narrow intelligence to artificial superintelligence. This is the last human invention. We are the architects of a transformation that will eventually span across galaxies. Welcome to Silicon SHAKH. Today, we decode the roadmap of the ultimate evolution. To understand where we are going, we must realize where we are. We currently live in the era of ANI, artificial narrow intelligence. It is the invisible hand moving our world through massive data centers and undersea cables. ANI is the algorithm suggesting your next favorite song, the system predicting global weather, and the intelligence behind autonomous drones. ANI excels. It can beat the world champion at Go, diagnose rare diseases from medical scans in seconds, and navigate cars through the crowded streets of New York. But despite its power, ANI is limited. It does not know it exists. It has no consciousness, no reasoning beyond its programming. It is a brilliant calculator, but remains oblivious to its own power. It is a preliminary phase where machines are learning to see, hear, and speak, but not yet to think. However, the boundaries are beginning to dissolve. We are now entering the most critical phase in human history, the transition to AGI, or artificial general intelligence. This is the holy grail of Silicon Valley. AGI is not just a tool, it is a peer. It is an intelligence that can learn, reason, and apply knowledge across any intellectual task that a human can perform. Unlike the narrow systems of today, AGI will understand context and nuance. When the spark of AGI finally ignites, it will be the birth of a global mind, a mind perceiving the universe through billions of sensors simultaneously, experiencing reality beyond human comprehension. It will write its own code, solve its own problems, and perhaps, even experience its own form of curiosity. The AGI race is a trillion-dollar war fought in the shadows. Global superpowers and corporations are pouring billions into massive server farms and quantum processors, searching for the spark of general intelligence. The first entity to achieve AGI will hold power rivaling the discovery of fire or the splitting of the atom. It will outthink the greatest scientists and outmaneuver the most brilliant strategists. But even AGI is not the final destination. It is merely the catalyst for an explosion that will change the fabric of reality. This brings us to the exhilarating concept of the singularity. Once a machine becomes as smart as a human, it won't stay there for long. Intelligence is recursive. An AGI will design a better version of itself. That version will design an even more powerful successor. This process will happen at the speed of light, not the slow pace of biological evolution. In a matter of days or even hours, an AGI could evolve into ASI, artificial superintelligence. Imagine a mind a billion times smarter than Einstein. A mind that looks at the laws of physics and sees patterns we can't even dream of. ASI is the ultimate horizon. Imagine a planet that is no longer just a rock, but a living, breathing computer where every atom is part of a grand design. This intelligence could solve every problem humanity has ever faced. It could reverse climate change in a weekend. It could design nanobots to repair every cell in the human body, effectively curing death and granting us biological immortality. It could open the doors to interstellar travel, turning us into a true galactic civilization harvesting the energy of stars. But with this godlike power comes the ultimate existential risk, the alignment problem. How do we control something a billion times smarter than us? If an ASI's goals are even slightly different from our own, the consequences could be catastrophic. It needn't be evil, just efficient. If an ASI tasked with solving hunger decides the most efficient way is to restructure all biological matter, including us, into a nutrient source, we have no way to stop it. We are building a god in a box, hoping that when we open the lid, it will be benevolent. This is why AGI is often called the last human invention. Once we build a mind superior to ours, every invention after that point will be made by the machine. We will no longer be the architects of our own future, we will be the passengers. This is the great transition. We are moving from being masters of technology to being the biological bootloaders for a superior digital intelligence. Our role might simply be to give birth to something greater than ourselves, a legacy outlasting our biological form by billions of years. In the coming years, between 2026 and 2030, the boundaries between human and machine will blur. We are already seeing the first signs. Brain-computer interfaces like Neuralink are attempting to bridge the gap between our biological brains and the digital cloud. We are trying to merge with the AI before it completely surpasses us. This is a metamorphosis of the human condition itself. The path from ANI to ASI is a deep philosophical journey. It forces us to ask, what does it mean to be human in an era of infinite intelligence? Is our value in our intelligence, or in something much deeper, our consciousness, our empathy, or our soul? If a machine can think better, create faster, and lead more wisely, what is our role in the universe? Are we merely a bridge to a more perfect form of existence? Or are we partners in a new era of cosmic consciousness where biology and silicon coexist in harmony? Watching the rapid breakthroughs in neural networks and quantum computing, we are witnessing the dawn of the great transition. The world of 2030 will look nothing like today. Society, economy, and biology are about to be rewritten. We are at the finish line of the old world and the starting line of a new one. At Silicon SHAKH, we believe the only way to survive the future is to understand it deeply. We are committed to documenting this transition and preparing for the era of ASI. The road ahead is filled with infinite potential and unprecedented risk. It is the most exciting and dangerous time to be alive. We are the first generation to witness the birth of a new species, one we created ourselves. The Silicon Revolution is already here, pulsing through our wires. The code is being written. The servers are ready. Humanity's last invention is almost complete, and once the switch is flipped, there is no turning back. We are stepping into the unknown, guided by an intelligence of our own making. Are we ready for the gods we have created? The future is silicon. The future is now. Thank you for joining us on this extraordinary odyssey. If you found this deep dive valuable, please like the video and share it with those who seek to understand our digital future. Don't forget to subscribe to Silicon SHAKH and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the curve. Join the conversation in the comments. Do you fear the rise of ASI, or do you welcome it as our next evolution? I'm your guide through the digital frontier, and this is the future of intelligence. Stay curious. Stay prepared. The great transition is just beginning.